All right, hello everyone. Welcome to another video. My name is Shaheen Munjazi, and today I want to talk to you guys about something that could potentially change the course or the direction of your life if you really let the words land and if you really hear what I have to say. Because what I'm going to share with you guys today is a mindset that if you adopt, you'll inevitably have success in your life, in all areas of your life. And this mindset really comes from an understanding of what the purpose of life is and why we're here on the planet and what we're meant to do during our short time in this plane of existence. And I also want to make you guys aware of a mindset that could destroy your life if you allow it to destroy your life. And I know this from my own personal experience. This is a mindset that really wasted most of my 20s. Now, when I say wasted, nothing's really wasted because the purpose of life is to learn and to become better versions of ourselves. But I will say I want to share with you guys a mindset that, or I guess make you aware of a mindset that can destroy your life. So I want to make you aware of a mindset that can destroy your life, and I want to make you aware of a mindset that can guarantee you success. Okay, so to start, I just want to start with my own sort of upbringing as an adult, and just sort of my upbringing in general. Like, my childhood was very sheltered. I had a great childhood. I grew up in a upper middle class neighborhood. I went to a school district that was like considered to be one of the best school districts in the country, public school districts in the country. So like my upbringing was very sheltered, and I was the youngest of three children, and I'm not going to lie, I think that I got babying treatment from my family because I was the youngest. I was the only boy in the family. And unfortunately, this kind of messed me up in this weird way because I started adopting this mindset from a young age that I'm entitled to things. I'm entitled to have a car when I turn 16, and I'm entitled to go to whatever university I want to go to, and my parents are going to pay for it. Like, I had this sort of entitlement mindset. And unfortunately, that mindset is very dangerous and will destroy your life. But when I got to college, I had a sort of spiritual awakening, which was great. Like, it really, that spiritual awakening helped me see things from the perspective of nothing in the world can bring you happiness. Only you can make yourself happy. Only you can be the sense of fulfillment in your life. You know, don't look for things externally to make you happy, which was great. But still, once I got into my 20s and became an adult, like, there was this sort of mindset that I had, which was like, I want an easy life. And I never really said that out loud, and I never really said that, but that was sort of the subconscious operating system that I was working on. I always wanted the easy way out. I wanted an easy life. So whenever I was confronted with some sort of struggle or some sort of disturbance or some sort of thing that made me feel uncomfortable or uneasy, I always backed away from things that made me uncomfortable, things that made me feel like I'd have to struggle. So it's like, and what did that look like? Like, when I graduated from college, the thing that I wanted to do I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I graduated from college with a degree in accounting, and what I, well, I didn't really want to work in accounting. What I wanted to do, but why did I not want to work in accounting? I didn't want to work in accounting because for a few reasons. I think I wasn't really passionate about accounting for starters, but secondarily, like I got a job in accounting, and then that job started to get hard. And I have a story on my um, YouTube channel about how I manifested money. It's called like my money manifestation story, where I talk about how I manifested this job in accounting. And so I got this job and I was getting the payment that I wanted to get, but oh gosh, I have to sneeze. I was making the money that I wanted to make, but the job started getting hard. It started getting difficult. Right? So like to give you context for this job that I took when I was 22 years old, this company was a startup company in the cannabis industry, this huge sort of conglomerate company, and their goal was to become publicly traded on the Canadian Stock Exchange. So this company brought me on. I was 22 years old, and they were basically putting me in like a senior accountant role because the role required me to build out an accounting system from scratch to define what the processes were going to be for doing the accounting for the company, to figure out the intercompany transactions and all these things. So it was like a very extensive job, and it was a lot of work. And basically, when I took the job, I was like, great. I was doing the job just for the money, first of all, which is like always a wrong move. That's why I warn people nowadays, like, you have to be careful when you're trying to manifest something, because you have to understand the full scope of the situation. You have to understand why you want to manifest things. And I'll cover that in this video, because you have to understand what the purpose of life, you have to define what the purpose of your life is. That's always the starting point for anything. So I didn't do any of that. I was just like, oh, I just want money. So, and then I got into this job, and it was very difficult. It was a very difficult position. I realized that if I wanted to, if I were to stay and do the job, like I couldn't leave at the 5:30 p.m. end of office hours. The office hours for the job was like 9:30 to 5:30, and I would leave at 5:30, but I still had a mountain of work that I had to do. And realistically, if I wanted to get all my work done, I'd have to stay until like 8-9 p.m. every night if I really wanted to do it. So I quit that job because it was too much. It was too hard. I deemed it too hard. And I really took this mindset. I saw at the time, I graduated college in 2018, and I saw at the time that, all these people are making money on YouTube, and all these people are making money online, remotely, independently. And I'd see people who are just traveling the world and eating delicious food, and they found some way to like monetize their passions. And I was like, that's what I want to do. It seems so easy. So like I quit that accounting job, and the thing that I loved to do at the time was making music. I still love to make music. Some of you may have noticed now I'm posting my music on my channel. So I was like, I want to be a musician, And again, it was me wanting to take the easy route, because I was like, yeah, that's what I love doing. But then I was confronted with this reality that making it as a musician is incredibly hard. It's incredibly hard. And what I mean by hard is like you have to show up every day consistently, and you have to take certain actions. For example, if you want to be a musician, you have to be willing to show up and play gigs, and play a bunch of gigs for a lot of the time free. Show up for free or for little pay, so that you can expand your audience, your reach, and gain fans, right? Because the game of music is that you get fans, you get enough fans who are willing to pay you some money so that you can support yourself in making music. And that's the whole game, right? So the whole game is like you have to play a bunch of gigs. A lot of the time, you have to play the gigs for free. And you have to make a lot of music, and you got to post a lot of music and publish music consistently in high volumes because you're competing with a bunch of other people who want to make music. And for the most part, like for the beginning stages of your career, you're not going to be making money. So you're going to need to have another job to support yourself. So like I would bounce back and forth between like wanting to be a musician to like, never mind, this is too hard. And then I'd go get a job, and I'd go, what did I start doing after that accounting job? I started working as a production assistant in Hollywood. And again, it's like I was making money. I was like, okay, this is kind of better, but still like the jobs are kind of hard. I just want to make money online. So again, it was just like this back and forth thing, like wishy-washy. And ultimately this behavior was coming from this mindset of I want the easy path. Okay. This is the mindset that I am making this video about, to warn you about the dangers of wanting to take the easy path in life. The easy path in life leads you to self-destruction. It does. I've witnessed it. I've seen it firsthand, because the easy path in life entails you being a sort of hedonist, right? You're always seeking pleasure. You're always seeking pleasure. When you're always seeking pleasure, you know, what does that look like? That looks like maybe like when you're in your early 20s, you're going out, right? You're drinking a lot. You're looking for other people to hook up with. You're, like as a man, you're always seeking pleasure, watching pornography, eating foods that are calorically rich, right? So if you're always seeking pleasure, like a lot of people, they just look for jobs where they can do the bare minimum, right? They can get by. Like getting a government job's like so ideal because you only work from like 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. or something like that. And then you get like benefits, and everyone knows you don't have to work that hard, right? So people are always looking. So when you have this mindset of like, I want everything to be easy, then it leads you down this path to self-destruction. Okay? Because taking the easy path is counter, or it goes against what the purpose of life is. Okay, so let's analyze that for a second. What's the purpose of life? We need to know what the purpose of life is in order to adopt a mindset that is in alignment with the purpose of life. So, the purpose of life, there can be different purposes of life, and you might have to ultimately define that for yourself. But from what I've seen, the purpose of life, yes, it's to become more conscious. It's to become more aware of living, right? So the purpose of life is to improve the human condition. Okay, to improve the human condition. That's one of the purposes of life. So if you're going to improve the human condition, what do you have to do in order to improve the human condition? First of all, you have to better yourself. You have to improve yourself. So, like a sort of subsidiary tangent of what the purpose of life is, the purpose of life is to better yourself. To better yourself. So in order to better yourself, what do you have to do? To better yourself, you have to upgrade your skills, right? You have to upgrade your skills, and you have to become more valuable to the world. To better yourself, you have to become strong, physically speaking, right? And I'm speaking from the standpoint of a man, okay? But a lot of these things are applicable to women as well. But like as a man, if you want to better yourself, you need to become stronger physically. Like that's one of the requirements. How do you become stronger physically? You become stronger physically by doing physically strenuous things, right? You go lift heavy weights. That's hard. To go to the gym and lift heavy weights and put stress on your body and choose to feel pain, that's hard. But what happens when you consistently show up every day and do that and work out and put your body through physically grueling tasks? You become stronger. And the same thing goes for anything else in life. When you choose the hard path, the things that are difficult, instead of the easy path, you become better. You become stronger. Right? So the mindset hack for achieving success in life is to actively choose to do hard things, to seek out challenges to overcome. That is the hack, right? That's the hack. Because if you have these two paths, right? The first path is I want to take the easy path, which I've done this. Okay? I've already done this. Taking the easy path doesn't work. Let me tell you, it's just a downward spiral. And then you have the other path of I actually want to do things that are difficult for me. I want to test myself. I want to challenge myself. I want obstacles that I can overcome. I actively want to seek out and choose to do things that are difficult for me. That path leads you to success. It leads you to more money. It leads you to a stronger body. And ultimately, it leads you to becoming more valuable to those around you and to better other people's lives. The more pain and suffering that you're able to endure, the more valuable you become to the world. Think about it. Think about the people who are compensated the most in this world. It's typically entrepreneurs. But it's not entrepreneurs that quit. It's entrepreneurs that see their idea through to the end. What does an entrepreneur do? What does someone who starts a business? What do they do? An entrepreneur finds a problem, right? They find a problem in the marketplace. And they say, I'm going to fix the problem. I'm going to provide a solution to the problem. And so they go about fixing this problem, using their problem-solving skills, pulling the resources together in order to fix this problem for the world or for their market or for their industry or whatever. And for the first few years of them devoting themselves to fixing this problem, they often don't get paid. They're the ones who get paid last. So again, it's like this person, the entrepreneur, like to be an entrepreneur, you're choosing to do something that's hard, very hard, way harder than going and working a 9-to-5 job. And but look at the people who are getting paid the most, who have the highest net worths. The Elon Musks of the world, the Jeff Bezos. These are the people who were like, I see a problem in the marketplace. I'm creating a solution. And I will work day in and day out to fix the problem and to bring it to the market and to change the world. And those are all, God ultimately blesses people who choose the hard path. That's what I've learned in life. God blesses people that choose the hard path. Because the people that choose the easy path, the path of least resistance, that is the path of the devil. Like, it literally just takes you, that path just takes you to self-destruction. It's a black hole that there's no good that comes from it. You going and choosing hedonism and wanting to travel the world and do drugs, and there's nothing wrong with traveling the world, but like wanting to do drugs and wanting to eat a bunch of food and wanting to entertain yourself to happiness and wanting to have as much sex as you can to attain happiness, and wanting to I don't know, do jobs that are like really easy, that don't actually help you grow in any sort of way. So that is sort of the life hack. And I guarantee you that if you choose to do the things that are hard, and you adopt this mindset of like, from this day forward, I'm going to choose to do difficult things because I want to better myself, because I want to upgrade my skills. And number two, if you do all these things and pursue all these things, you do everything to the best of your ability. Do everything to the best of your ability and choose to do hard things. Choose challenges that you have to overcome. Choose for pain and suffering. Because the reality is, pain and suffering is going to choose you, regardless of what path you take. So you might as well be proactive in life and say, I'm going to choose the things that I want to suffer for. Suffer to get a better body. Suffer to make more money and help more people. If you want, look, there's this like subconscious belief that like being rich and getting rich is a bad thing, and it's not. Getting rich is the most spiritual thing that you can do, because if you're not rich, if you don't have any sort of economic empowerment, if you don't have money, how are you going to give to other people? How are you going to build a school in Africa if you don't have money to do it? How are you going to provide infrastructure for clean drinking water if you don't have money to give to that cause? How are you going to feed hungry people? There's like 800 million people that go to bed hungry every night. How are you going to buy food for other people if you don't have money? So getting rich, like, how are you going to, and then taking it more on like a micro level, like, how are you going to help your parents retire if you don't have money? This is your civic duty. This is your duty in life, is to be physically strong, to make a lot of money, make as much money as you can, and serve the people around you. And here's the thing, if you want to make a lot of money, the only way that you can make a lot of money is by serving other people, bringing value to their lives. So this is the life hack. Instead of running away from things that are difficult, choose to do things that are difficult. Be the person, be the man or be the woman who is actively seeking out challenges. Today, I just went to a jiu-jitsu gym near my house, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. And I decided I'm going to sign up and start training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The reason why I chose to do that is because I want to do something to challenge myself. I want to do something new. I want to do something to challenge myself. I want to do something that forces me to think. I want to do something that chooses me to get physically stronger, right? So I went and signed up for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've been going to the gym every day and swimming half a mile in the pool, or just I've been taking my workouts up another level, another notch. So now it's about, for me, choose the things that are difficult, Show up every day and do those things. And you have to have sort of performance metrics and numbers and goals and things of that nature so that you can measure your progress and measure how well you're doing that. But for the most part, my message for this video is choose to do things that are difficult. Choose to do things that are hard. Get your body in great shape. Make as much money as possible, right? The only way you're going to really make as much money as possible is to own your own business, because there's no ceiling on owning your own business. But if you don't want to own your own business, that's fine. Like, not everyone is meant to own their own business. But like, if you have a job, or if you have a job, like, basically look for challenges in your job. Look for things that you can upgrade your skill set. Look for ways to become more valuable. That is choosing the hard thing. So yeah, that's basically my message for this video. Choose to do the hard things and do everything to the best of your ability with your best full effort. I guarantee you that's guaranteed success. No one has ever been unsuccessful by actively choosing to do difficult things and doing everything to the best of their ability. No one has ever become unsuccessful by doing that consistently. If you show up every day and you say, I'm going to choose to do something that's difficult for me, and I'm going to do that thing with the best of my ability, like you can't be not successful. You're inevitably you're going to get in great shape. Inevitably you're going to make a lot of money. And on top of that, if you have this mindset to serve other people, you're going to serve other people. You're going to make, see, here's like the real goal of life. Like, the real goal of life, when you think about it, like, we can't take anything with us. This life is very short. Like, we're all going to die. Newsflash. And so if we're all going to die and we can't take anything with us, then what's the purpose of your life? The purpose of your life is to improve the human condition. Improve the human condition for future generations. How do we improve the human condition? We have to educate other people. And in order to educate other people, we have to educate ourselves. Right? So if your purpose in life is to improve the human condition for your kids, maybe you don't have kids, maybe you have kids, maybe you don't have kids, maybe you're planning on having kids, but you have to realize you're not going to be here forever, but human beings are still going to be around after you're gone. So you need to leave your imprint on how you're going to improve the human condition. People are going to look to your name and they're going to say, hey, he improved the way that we do things, or she improved the way that we do things, or you're the person in your family line that actually built generational wealth. You can be the one that breaks the generational curse, right? Choose to be the one who creates generational wealth. And how are you going to create generational wealth? How are you going to make a lot of money so that you can donate to causes such as feeding people and clean water and all these things? The only way that you're going to do that is by choosing to do difficult things and to endure pain and to endure suffering and to show up consistently doing the best that you can do. So this is applicable to anyone, wherever you are in life. Doesn't matter if you are already making $10 million a year, or it doesn't matter that if you're making only $200 a month. Maybe you're unemployed right now. Maybe you're not making any money. The way that you get to the next level in life is through doing difficult things. So make a list of difficult things that you can do in your life and do those things. Now, in order to do difficult things in your life, it really helps to have accountability. It really helps to have other people who are also actively choosing to do difficult things and to be surrounded by those people. It's for that reason why I've created an online community. It's an accountability community where we're all directed towards self-development, improving ourselves, bettering ourselves, serving other people, getting better physically, getting better by making more money. That's what this community is going to be about. I just launched it last week, and you'll find the link in the description. Now, here's one of the things I want to tell you. Since I just launched this community, I'm not going to be charging anything for it. It's completely free. Okay, so go in and join the community. Like, go in, join the community, because it's a free community where people who want to better themselves, people who want to improve themselves, people who are focused on, unlocking the power of the subconscious mind, people who are actually actively choosing to do difficult things and getting in great physical shape and making a lot of money, having an impact on the world, expressing themselves and making the most out of their lives, they're going to be in this community. This is going to be the meeting place for important people who are going to improve the condition of humanity. So go in the description, click on the link, make an account, go to the introduce yourself page where you can introduce yourself, and we're going to be doing monthly accountability challenges. The first one's going to start on September 15th. We're doing a 28-day gratitude accountability challenge from Rhonda Byrne's book, The Magic. So get in that group. If you want to have a more intimate relationship with me, you've been watching my videos, I'll be in that group. I'll be posting in that group. And let's expand this sort of message of stop choosing the easy path and the downward spiral that leads to, and choose the difficult path that makes us better as human beings. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.